Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave?
Good morning, everybody. How are we? I guess I need to see the TEVO cam. Let me turn it a little bit. I moved the TEVO. It ain't printing anything right now, so I can turn it off. How about that? Where you at? Table, Hypercube, nope, not you. Cube, nope, none of them. All right. Turn that off right there. All right, cool. What's going on, everybody? Ain't nobody in here yet. Don't see a soul, but that's all right. Got updates on projects, and I'm going to continue. That way, this is a good video for those who come back and watch. If you like the channel, like and subscribe. This is just a hangout. Nothing spectacular. Positive notes. Soval working mostly great. Last night I had not a damn thing. I hear you. I had a 27-hour print going yesterday on the Soval, and I came in this morning to this. I had changed the filament to a new filament roll down here, and everything was going fine. So I'm like, okay. Then I come in and I've got half a spool of filament. So these are not small parts, by the way. These are pretty big parts. And then there. All of these were on one build plate, which is cool about the Soval. It's 500 cube square, so you can do big things with it. However, when it fails spectacularly. Let me throw these away. I was just saving them to show y'all. Now, on another note, I'm working on the Stargate. I'm waiting on a light to super glue to dry because I'm out of activator, and I got some on order, but it won't be here till later today. So I'm waiting. All the lights are on it. I've got 2 sets, complete sets, working. I don't think I have a way I can put a camera over there. I don't have a camera for it. I don't believe. I do not. I can move the TEVO camera, I guess. Anyway, doesn't really matter. It's coming along. I'm taking my time. I'm not being in any hurry. But with the new printers we have, and the Soval printed all of the rings in single pieces. And with the printing technology that we have today versus 6 years ago when I started doing it, the prints are so much better. I printed these lenses right here. Last time I had to print them on a resin printer. These were printed on FDM. Okay, all of the little orange lenses in here were all printed on FDM. Okay, I printed these were printed on the resin printer, but the only things that I'm using from resin are the little mechanism. And I need the camera over here. Let me bring the TEVO camera over here. It's kind of amazing that I can actually do this. But let me turn the TEVO cam on. All right, so we're going to turn this on. The little mechanism right there, that moves up and down with the thing, that's printed in resin. I've got this one little piece right here that's printed in resin, but the rest of this was all printed with FDM. And the quality that we have now versus then is just mind-boggling. I mean, it's going to work great. But yeah, I'm in the middle of soldering all the lights together. I screwed that light up, so I had to super glue one. But I'm trying to do it a little better because, as you can see, there's 9 lights in here. So this is going to get crowded really quick, which luckily I can take 5 from one side and 4 from the other. But still, with your positive wires coming in, it's going to be crowded. So it's going to be a big crowded thing. Let me turn this TEVO camera off. Put it back over here on the TEVO. But the TEVO is actually printing pretty well. I don't say it's great, but I did a tolerance test yesterday and I got down to 2.0. So I can move the 2.0 on the tolerance test. But the top surface I need to work on, and I need to work on some other things. I got the 1.5 broken free, but I did that with a pair of pliers, so that was cheating. What resin printer? I've got the Elegoo Saturn Ultra 4 Ultra. Oh yeah, no doubt about it, trucker. What's up, Nadam? I use the Saturn 4 Ultra for my resin prints. Worked great. I used the tough resin, Sunlu ABS like resin, and I was going to do the clear orange lenses. Can't find clear orange resin. 2.0 or 0.2. I don't know what you're asking, buddy. Oh no, 0.2. Yeah, it just puts 0.20 on here. So yeah, 0.2. So I got down to 0.2, and like I said, I got the 0.15, but I broke it free with some pliers. It was pretty well bonded right there. I think that with a little bit of tweak I could get it, but I've got the TEVO printing really fast right now and printing really good. Yeah, it is. It's working great. I've got the printed Hypercube working again. I don't have a camera over on it because it's on the TEVO right now. Yeah, I've got some orange resin, and that's what I printed the old ones in. Let me see if I can find one of the old ones, because I tore some off, and I think I kept them, or I kept one. I did. I thought I had 2, but anyway, I did have 2. I don't know where the hell the other one's at. Anyway, this is the other one. And as you can see, it's orange resin, and you can see through it, and it would diffuse the light very well. However, I wanted them clear, because this time, instead of the golden LEDs, I ordered some white ones. I thought they were golden, but they're not. They're white. I have some golden ones coming today, the same ones I bought the first time. They actually use more voltage, though. It's really weird. I can light up all 27 of these using this little USB test rig that I've got. Now, they do dim a little bit, but if I plug in one of the ones I had before, it shuts all of them off. It draws all the power. I don't understand that. I've got a resistor on it and all that stuff. I don't get it. But my little test rig here, I've got a little USB-C, or it's a RGB 5-volt. Got it running in through a resistor. Got it on a little breadboard so I can plug the leads in. That way I can test all of them when I cut them and burn it off. That was why I had to replace this one. What did I do with it? I took it off. Still got it. It's a little short light, but I had already cut it too short. I could not get the enamel to come off. I couldn't get any solder to stick whatsoever. I've been having issues with the solder sticking to the wire even, and I'm using flux. I'm doing all of that. I don't get it. I'm not a great solderer. I've got more solder coming today. It may be a little better, or it's coming tomorrow. So I'm gonna try this to get number 3 done. There you go. Yeah, that'll work. I've actually got, and I was pulling out the electronics that I had from before. I've got everything in here to reprint and redo. I think I do. Yeah, I've got the light. I've got these little button switches. I'm going to print the DHD as well. I've got sound cards. I've got everything I need, I believe, to do it. If I don't, I'll get it again. But I want to print the DHD so you can dial. And my big plan, once I get done with this one and I get it down. Yeah, John Mack, I did, buddy. I've lost 100 pounds, man. I'm down from 280 pounds to 180 pounds, give or take 178 to 184 or 5, depending on the day. Let me see. Let me help the other folks out. 100. 45. I've lost 45.36 kilograms for those of you that use that. 45.36 kilograms. So lost a whole nother person. I've lost another one of my wives, basically. Feeling good though, buddy. Look at that. Heck yeah. Can't afford food, but I hear you, brother. I just ordered 4 more rolls of filament to finish this project that I'm working on. And it's really cool. It's for my wife. She ain't seen it. Hopefully she ain't watching. It's a Mickey Mouse table. He's holding up the table. It's 600 millimeters, I believe. Hold on, let me pull it up. I'm just going to pull it up into the Orca Slicer. The whole thing. Yeah, I know it's over the build plate, you dumbass. Let me move Orca Slicer up so I can share the screen. Displays. There you go. That's on a, oh shit, I'm moving stuff. That's on a 500 by 500 by 500 build plate. It barely fits in side to side, and it's really funny because when you slice it and flip it, it doesn't fit unless you turn it. So I found your way. You want something? No, I do not. I do not want it back. But anyway, this is my surprise for her. Yeah, following object. Of course it does. It is. It's about 7 spools of filament. About complete once you're complete. And I've got a box of the parts down here. And then that plate last night failed, which used almost a whole roll. About half a roll. So I've got 3 more rolls up here. Let me turn off the displays. for the main video. Up there, you can see I've got 3 more rolls of black up there waiting for it to be done. I'm going to, and I know that I'm finishing the Stargate first before I start on it, because I'm going to build a full R2D2, a full size. I've got a 500 by 500 by 500 printer. I can print the body, the main body, the dome, all of that in one piece. Legs, stuff like that I can print in one piece. And I think that's going to take about 20 spools of filament. I think the one I'm looking at, the final was a little over $3,000. With what scale is my Stargate? That is, let me see. Let me get a tape measure and pull it up. And I'll do it in inches. That way I can do it. Across, this right here is, let me get it to the widest point. It is 16 7/8 inches. I don't know what scale that is. 16 7/8 inches. So do what you will with that. Let me pull up put this back down here, maximize it, close it. No. And go back to Google and go inches to millimeters. We got, what is that? What is 7/8? 7 divided by 8 equals 875. So I got 16. 875. That is 428.63 millimeters. That's the size of the circle. And it's big. Don't get me wrong, it's big. But another thing I was going to show y'all, it's big. And I'm glad I could print it all in one piece. It helps a lot. And this, before you had to print in 2 pieces. And I've still got the old one. It's in a box over there. I'm not going to bring it over here. But the base, you can now print on the bamboo in 1 piece. And the quality is mint, people. This is so much better than it was before. And I printed it out of PETG, so it's a little heat resistant. It's got a little flex to it. I'm telling y'all, when I get done, I want 2 of these that I can dial, maybe 2 DHDs, and it dials from one to the other. And I'm going to do it Bluetooth. Yeah, I don't know what the original scale was. I don't know what the size of the original TV series Stargate was. So I couldn't tell you. Could not tell you what it is. Let's go over here. You can't see it. Let me see. Nope, it's over there. I might be able to share this camera. I put a USB camera in the Soval. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me go to the Soval. The monster. Initiating clipper. Let's go to the webcam. There it is, right there. I can pull up another camera over here. Where'd you go? OBS. Right here. Got my work table camera, which is not there. Hypercube, which is not there. TEVO cam, which is there. SVO8 Max. We go to properties. All right, it's there. I already got it. So I'm going to pull up the Max camera right there. And you can see, you may not be able to, but back here in the back, there is parts back there. But that's the 500 by 500 build volume. That is the plan, Teresa. Really, it is. But I've got the table going, and I've got the Stargate going. Right now, that's it. I mean, I've got the printers running. Listen, I've been getting parts in. This whole shelf over here, right here, this whole shelf is dedicated to the next Hypercube. I've got another 300 by 300 printer I'm going to build to put beside this one. The printed Hypercube accuracy not so good. It's kind of weird though, man. I mean, theoretically it should print just fine, but I cannot get this thing. I have tried. I think I got it down to the 2.5 yesterday. One of these, something. This one slipped, but one of them I took it somewhere. I don't know what I did with it, but I got one down to 2.5 yesterday. I can't get the accuracy to pop up at all. I mean, I really can't. I got another camera here. Let me see. I wonder if I can plug in two of these. I don't think I can. I don't think it'll run both of these at the same time. Let me see. If it will, that would be great. Because then I can have like a desk cam too that I can turn on and off. And let's see. See if I can add a camera. Video capture device. Desktop. Hit OK. Not pulling it up. Trying to run both cameras on one. Yeah, won't work. I don't know why. I mean, I've got plenty of power. It's a powered USB hub. It's only running one other camera. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Use custom audio device. USB audio. There we go. Okay. All right, so now I put it in there. And it says it's visible, but it is not visible. Because it's not pulling it up. I deactivate. I activate it. Nope, nothing. Configure video, camera control, nothing. It's so friggin' weird. I know you can see the Soval, but that's a web browser. If I turn it off, that's fine. But the other camera still doesn't work. Now, let me turn off my main camera and then turn on this. Properties. Huh. Won't show it. So weird. So weird. Now, if I plug it into a different port, it works great. But well, that may be the problem. I've got this USB hub is shared amongst all four computers. So I think that may be the issue. It's through a KVM switch. So that's kind of weird. But I need this USB because I use it for my power supply. But for right now, I could use it for a desktop camera. So if I do this, and I pop this in. Now let's see. Nope. Go to properties. Yep, there it is. Now it's working. See, I don't get that. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. But I could move it over here. It's a little bitty ass camera. It's not anything spectacular for sure. These were $9. Okay, now, sorry about the movie. Sorry about the movie. Look, woo, tunnel vision. Got my other screen up there. Tunnel vision, yay! All right, let's crank this down here. I'm going to move it over here. But there's no mount for this. It just clips to the monitor. That's it. I could actually use this as the main camera, but it's really not a bad little camera. It's really not. What is this? Am I echoing? Pandora's box, yeah, right? I hear you. But you can see the mess I got up here on my desk. Got some purple lights too. Thought about doing an Atlantis build. Why? It's in a knot. Oh my God, it's in a knot. Here, I'll give you a real quick tour. Look, that was it. You saw the whole building, right? Anyway, got two bamboos over here. I have the Hypercube Evo over here printed. I did change the build plate to metal. Got the TEVO over here. Got the wash and cure, and I've got the resin printer stuck over there. And then, of course, the Soval SVO8, which you can see in the back there. I have Disney popcorn buckets up there. Disney popcorn buckets over there. Disney popcorn buckets up there, and I have more in the house. I'm running over my cable. Stuck. All right. But you know what? I think this camera right here will be great on that right there. Check that shit out. That, oh, come on, really? Heck yeah. I wonder if I can zoom in and out. Let me go to properties. Properties. Webcam 1080p. Custom. No. Hold up. The device default. There we go. Alright, so you can see the front of the build plate. Let me see if I can zoom out. Configure video. I don't think it'll let me zoom. It will not. No zooming whatsoever. Wow. You can't see shit when it's like that. Yeah, there's no. I could put it on the build plate, I think. Not quite. It ain't quite tall enough. Not quite tall enough to stay on the build plate. Huh. Damn it. That sucks. You can't put it there because then the motors would hit it. If I had a bar in the front, I could do it. But then you still lose it. So this will only work as the print goes down. So that would work. Not bad. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. But it's 1080p by 1080p. So, TEVO cam, SVO8 Max cam. Wow, I got a look. Good thing I lost weight. Echo now. Okay, let me see. Why do I have an echo now? How about now? Is there an echo now? Should only be one audio capture. Echo. Trying to think. What else do I got? I don't see anything else. Everything else is shut up. You go to properties. That's better? Okay, cool. I don't know what the hell that is. What is that? What is this? Oh, that's you. Okay, so it was, I don't want to use custom audio device. But okay. Desktop camera, that's what it was. I had the extra camera. Okay. So everything now should be good. Alright. So now as I turn them off, because I'm not printing on that, I got my picture, SVO8, TEVO I'm not printing on. Alright, cool. Anyway, that's the project updates. I mean, really and truthfully, I've got a printer that I've got to build. I've got the Stargate I've got to finish. I've got to start on R2D2. Oh, and I'm building these little things too. Because I've got, I don't know, 16 or 17 Star Wars lightsabers. So I'm building these. I got to print some more of these out. I've got enough filament. I've got to print some trays. Um, Lightsaber stand, hilt stand, because I want to display all the hilts. But that was the first easy to print good one that I found. I'm actually going to open up Bamboo and start that right now because I've got those set up in plates for that. How's everybody else doing? Everybody doing okay? I've got a plate of that. I've got a textured sheet, so I'm going to move that to the textured PI. That should be running just PLA, I think. Got PLA stand mounts there. Why do I have 7? That doesn't make any sense. I only need. Now, range that plate. How long does that one take? That one takes an hour. That one takes an hour and 34 minutes. There's 3 plates, and that one takes 4 hours. So this one I'll do. I'm going to print that plate. It's the top pieces. Send that to the Bamboo. Let it get started. I don't have black or gray PLA on the other one, or I would. I've got a roll over there. I'm just not going to open another roll. I could send them to the P1S. I've got some PETG over there. It's the same color gray. I could send them to that. I can do that. That's okay. Where did I get the Stargate files? Thingiverse. Hold on. Let me go get them. Do you want the single piece or do you want the broken down one? Tell you what I'll do is I'll just give it to you here. Close the properties window so I can get back over here. Thingiverse is not busted. There is the original. I don't think he has links to the. Let me see. Does he have links to the single pieces? Nope. I can click on Stargate in. Wait, let me see here. Let me get the other one. All right, here we got Atlantis. Right here. Here's the parts I printed. That's the single gate. And then if I go back, there, that is the DHD to print and make. So 2 DHDs, 2 Stargates. I'm going to have to add ESP32s so that I can send them across the network. The cool thing I thought about doing. I don't know how many symbols there are on this gate, but I think that there's enough to make quite a lot of travel. So my plan, and this comes later, and with Glitch's approval, and I don't know if Glitch ever watches these anymore or not. I emailed him not too long ago. I hadn't checked the email to see if he's got back with me. I don't think he has. I had him on the channel one time, and he did those parts for me, and I never built the Stargate. He might have got pissed off at me, which understandable. I've been procrastinating. I took a long break, but I'm going to finish this one. And I think that if I do two of them, and I can get them to talk to each other, what I would like to do is then do a Stargate community where you can have your own address, because there's enough. There's enough. I don't know how. I think there's 56 things. I mean, let me ask ChatGPT. Hold on, I got a chat up somewhere. ChatGPT. How many symbols? The SGC Stargate. 39, 38, and 1 point of origin. So, how many addresses can it dial? I don't know. How many address combinations can you have if you use each symbol for a start point? $77 billion combinations. 77.5 billion combinations. So, once I get mine working remotely, I want to put it so that I'm going to write a website so that you can register your own address. And if you build this thing, you can dial other gates. And I want to make it, and I know this is the pie in the sky. This is like Disney throwing out, hey, we're going to start a new theme park. I would like it so that's what it does. It will dial again. So if Teresa built this thing and put her address, whatever she chose, if it's not taken, into my database, she could dial it, hit the center button, and it would dial whoever's gate that was. And it may be, I don't know, maybe add things later where you can add a message, welcome or hello from Australia, whatever. Well, that's in the future. I still got to get two talking to each other across here, then build the website and make it talk across the internet, which is not as easy as it sounds. It's not hard, but it's not as easy as it sounds. I think, right. Yeah, right. No doubt. That would be cool. That would be cool as hell. But then you're getting into Jeff Goldblum and the Fly situation. I'm okay with that. Because you think about it. Nobody ever thinks about the transporter on Star Trek. The thing's tearing you apart. It's destroying one copy and making another. So it's never you on the other side. It's not transmitting your matter. It's breaking you down, reading every part, and then rebuilding you on the other side from what's there. So, what was it? The Prestige, I think? Something like that. Wasn't that the movie with Hugh Jackman or what's his name? The Batman dude? Or both of them, whatever. No, it's the Prestige, I do believe, where it was killing the Yeah, right. I hear you. Where he was killing the copy. So yeah, it is what it is. You know. All right, we are at 8:53. We've been going for how long now? I don't know. What's it say? 40 minutes. But that's the updates on the project. And like I said, this Stargate will definitely get finished. Stargate number 2 will probably get finished, but I got printer, Mickey table. I may do the Stargate before the R2, the second Stargate. I don't know, or the DHD. Got to get the DHD done first. Um, the DHD only takes small printers though, so I can do the DHD with the bamboos and my other printers while that one's working on R2 parts. So got a lot of R2 parts to print. So probably do the R2 and the DHD. Now, I will tell you, I've got the TEVO looking better. Don't know if y'all can tell or not, but I printed the covers for all the extrusions. Got it all looking sweet. Got my cable management done. It's nicer. Got the little touch screen for Clipper. I ordered the Bluetooth, the BTT touchscreen. Works great. Works fantastic. I have had an issue with this one. It works great on the home screen. If I go pull it up, it looks great. Works great. It was working great when I would go in and watch the camera. I could go into the camera. But now, no matter how I do the calibration, no matter how good I do it, it is off as soon as I touch it. It's wrong. The first one works, second one does not. It just quits working. Now that's a Raspberry Pi Bluetooth, but it's an HDMI touchscreen. I mean, it should work just fine. Puddle jumpers are from Atlantis. I'm not doing Atlantis right now. But would be cool to do the Atlantis gate. That's a good idea, Teresa. Is the Atlantis gate versus the yeah, that would be fucking awesome. Do the Atlantis gate versus the Earth gate, and then dial Atlantis. But that's eight symbols, I believe. The Atlantis have to print a good ZPM. So anyway, let's see what we got. Wow, look at that. Let me pull this up here and pull that in. Go down here to my display. Where's my display? Oh, right here. Got the bamboo printing the tops. So that'll be done, which is cool. That's nice. I got over here. Table. What is that table? What is that? Nothing. What is that table? Nothing. Main camera. All right, there we go. Cool. Nothing printing over there. Yeah. Oh, that's David Hewlett. He's a nice man. Enjoyed my time together with David Hewlett. We text back and forth every now and again. There was a while there when he was out of work. We were texting quite often, but I hadn't talked to him in a while. Told him Merry Christmas or Happy New Year or whatever. I forgot. I jump into his live streams every now and again. Not very often. Not very often at all. But I think I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'll give you an update once I get all the lights soldered. I've got let me see if I can move stuff without breaking any damn thing. I went ahead and glued on the stationary lenses. So they're all there. Everything is ready on the external frame. That's hot glue screen right there. There's the top piece. That's where and if you look, I've got a little black dot right here. On the top, let's see if I can get this over here. Put that back. On the top, here's my camera. Over here. Over here. On the top. Nope. What the heck? Why is it not on? Hypercube. Oh, it unplugged. That's why it's not on. Goody. Oh, I don't show you my crotch. Plug it in, plug it in. Alright. Right. I'm going to go over here. Okay. I'm going to stretch this out again. You can't really see it, but right here, right there, I've got a light stuck up so that when that comes on, I can bend it over and it will be up in the actual lens because that piece sits on top of here. This is really cool. If you watch this piece right here, it clicks it from down at the bottom. And those little pieces here, they interference with the top plate, and this slides up and down on this piece to move the chevron that glues right here. So this chevron actually glues to here, right there, and it does the chunk whenever an address is locked. So yeah, that's what that does. All right, now I can set back up my thing, do away with this. I don't understand why this doesn't work any better. I really don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. Now I've got power to that. Let me see. Let me see if I can fix one of my lights here, buddy. I can actually do two, and I think you can see them from there. Yeah, maybe be able to see them flashing. I don't know. But I've got those two set. Oh, come on. I grab the wire with the clip. Instead of twisting them all together, I just clip them in the clip and then touch the clip. So I got that. Here's the ground. There's the positive. If I go right here and I hit the ground and I hold it, hold that, and just should be able to touch the table. Yeah. So you can see them blinking a little. Hard to see. Can you see the blink? Barely. I can see it in the camera, but you can barely see it. Anyway, two sets of them are blinking here, and that's because this actually blinks. The 5-volt thing I've got blinks, so not too bad, right? All right, getting out. Teresa, thank you for being here the whole time. I don't know who else is here. Got 3 concurrent views, only 12 views, so nice. So I'm going to get out of here and get these things done and get back to work. So y'all have a good day, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Like and subscribe. Later.